we'll start off the third one here. Here's Miro joining us for more Final Fantasy 13, 14, not 13, not playing 13 yet. This is not 13. And we're continuing our quest that was given to us by Minfilia to find out exactly where or what's going on with these abductions and thefts of crystals. What poor people think. Eisenbart aims to turn his investigation to the common folk.
What say we turn an eye to the common folk themselves? It may be among them that we find the reasons for these vanishings. 12 forbid it be so. There is a merchant by the name of Ungust who was born here in Drybone and grew up in the Golden Bazaar. A rough character, but he knows the people here better than anyone else. I'd wager he's at the inn, quaffing away the day's earnings. Here, I'll write a note for you to show him, else he does not like to speak to you.
Alright. Juba, are you back? Let's look around the inside here. I gotta repair my gear, I guess. Alright, I may have to take over this character for a moment until Juba gets back. That's right, it's that merchant from earlier. I'll voice him until Juba gets back, and then he can take over. Well, gods be damned, you're that bloody adventurer who threatened me back in Ul'dah. What in the seven hells do you want with me now? Eisenbart's notes. A few words scrawled in code by Eisenbart of Drybone. Why would you put it in code? Dear friend, missing people, please help. Yours, Eisenbart. Folk around here are as wary as they come. They'll turn tail and run if you so much as pass wind nearby. Played them all for fools and cooked some hard labor out of them, I did. If anything, you're even more timid than before, what with all the disappearances. You can go talk to them yourself if you don't believe me. Alright. Hungry beggar. This is a guy. Dakla, do you want to voice the hungry beggar?
Sure.
Alright.
Please, miss, just leave me be.
Alright. This is a devious derelict. Silly, you can voice this little guy.
I've nothing to say but this. I'll take who or whatever's been feeding off us low folk.
Alright. That was informative. Thank you for that. Petrified Pauper. Ooh, what do you want from me? I don't know anything, I swear. Please don't kill me. Alright. That was a very informative jaunt around the town. Alright, Juba. I had to voice your character here, but you get to voice him again now. You ready?
Yep.
Just as I told you, wasn't it? A whole lot of them are terrified. There's been talk of folk getting abducted, but if you ask me, they simply up and moved on to a better place. This place isn't exactly Costa del Sol, if you know what I'm saying.
Fuck you, Ungust. Where do you think you're going? Alright, we gotta report back to Eisenbart. We're taking the message to Eisenbart.
To Eisenbart?
To Eisenbart.
To Isengard?
Nope, Eisenbart.
Welcome back, Miro. Have you learned aught of import? I see. I suppose I should have expected as much from Ungist. Well, another thought occurred to me in your absence. The common folk are nothing if not fervent in their religious beliefs. Perhaps if they speak freely to their gods, then the clergy may know something of use.
Alright. A proper burial. Eisenbart would like you to learn what you can. Oh good, that's worse than what I'm using. From the clergy.
If we would better know what the common folk speak of to their gods, we've no better place than to ask at the Church of Saint Landama. I am
Adama
never going to
Landama.
get that correct.
Adama Lindema.
Adama Landama. It is a small and humble church found to the northwest of here. And so long as you are headed there, might I ask you to deliver this embalmed corpse? A morbid request, I grant you, but it must be borne to burial, and I trust none more than you to see it done, because no one else can lift it. Seek out a man named Marks. He tends the graves of the Lich Yard. He will tell you where the body is to be interred.
So I got some bad news for you. Or good news. You will be voicing Marks.
You're giving me very little time to figure out the mats I need to craft gear for my level 1 botanist retainer right now.
You'll be alright. Alright, so we're gonna take the, hey, there's blowfly swarms. These are on my hunt list. That's right, I'm fighting another swarm of bees. Well, blowflies in this case. These are on my hunting log. Oh yeah, so Sully and I found out that a previous viewer of ours, Kataro is his name, was really ill with something that ended up turning into heart disease. So, anyone viewing, please send some kind thoughts Kataro's way and hoping that he gets better. He says he's on the mend, but you know how heart disease is. It's not fun.
It's the #1 killer in the U.S.
Yeah, so we were really sad to find out, but we're really happy to see him hop in yesterday. So Kataro, if you're watching, shout out to you. CJ, if you're watching, we haven't heard from you in a while. Alright, here's Marks.
I can't even see who Marks is. I am Marks. Yes, a body. Of course. There have been so many bodies of late. I apologize, miss. If you seek a place of burial, then there is an empty grave atop the ridge. Take the path and lay him to rest there.
Alright. Up the path we go. To the gravesite. Hello. This is a random place for a single gravesite. Embalmed corpse. A dead body ready for interment. There we go. It could have. Oh, apparently there's more for me to do up there. Alright. What? Why didn't you? Alright, whatever. There, it is now buried. Now I can report back to Marks. I'm glad you did, Silly.
May they all walk in Thal's realm. What? Missing people? I'm afraid I cannot help you. But maybe Sister Urson can. She's been kind to me. Everyone has been so kind. I don't know why, though. Pardon me. You will find Sister Orison within the church walls.
Alright, Marks, thank you very much. There's Iliad, Ariel, Arison. Alright, that's what we need right here. Piamet, you ready?
Yep, now I am. I hear ya. have done us the service of bearing a fallen soul. Please accept our gratitude and extend it to Isambard when you next see him. You seek knowledge of missing Drybone inhabitants? It is true. I am closer to the people than any other of the Order. I confide in them, and they in me. When they wish to speak to their keeper, Thal, I am the medium through which they do. Should I learn anything pertinent, I will be sure to share the information with you. I only wish Marx would be more helpful in the matter. I pray he did nothing to offend. He saw terrible things during the calamity. His scars run deep. Indeed, he seems to now prefer the company of the dead over the living. I was right. While tragic, I fear such behavior ill befits the church. I received word not long ago that one of our recent visitors, a man called Thancred, I believe, took offense at his conduct. I must have words with Marx, and soon.
Alright, we're going back to Isambard.
I'd say you shouldn't trust anybody who's in the Order.
Hey look, it's all come. Sorry, I have to point out that NPC every time I come here. That's just a terrible name. Hey, I gotta get the Choco Keep. Forgot about that. Oh, Choco. Look at that, Chocobos. Why can't we have a stable like that in our house? Just like a giant stable where you can see every Chocobo in the FC house.
That'd be nice.
Just kind of strolling around there. Isambard. Alright, Silly, ready?
No. Thank you, Miro. A burial is no easy thing, even when the departed is a stranger. Were you able to learn aught of the missing common folk?
You've been keeping yourself rather busy of late, haven't you, Miro? A pleasure, my dear Isambard. The name is Thancred, and I share a passion with you and our mutual friend here for learning what has become of these missing persons and why. I too spoke with Ungust, more times than I care to count. There seems to be some truth to this notion of the common folks speaking their secrets only to those in service of the gods. Prostration, prayer, penance, abject deeds done behind closed doors, away from prying eyes. Who better to take the pious unawares than she who takes confession? The good sister Arison herself. That's you, silly.
Sorry, I'm being distracted. Orson, she wouldn't. She couldn't.
Even the most beautiful roses have thorns, my friend, and you would be wise to keep an eye on this rose. Still, the Lich Keeper Marx. I'd swear to the 12 that I've seen that face elsewhere before. Alright. Quest complete. Alright. Isambard, what do you have for us now? For the children. Oh, I get a pair of boots that are not as good as what I'm wearing. Isambard is concerned about the questions surrounding Sister Orson's integrity. Here you go, silly.
Sister Orson. It cannot be. Though she is wont to travel to the Golden Bazaar on her own, and it is not uncommon to see her speaking to the children. But no, it could not be she. Could it? I grow weary of these suspicions. I know there is one child in particular she is fond of. Pray seek out the boy, Miro, and see if you cannot glean something from him about Urson's activities.
Alright. Dakla, you get to voice the boy when I finally reach him. Dakla has double mooched. Everybody cheer. Hey, look at this. Another hunt. Oh, well. Look at this. It's a goat. A Myrotragus nanny. I don't see any more. Oh, there's a Myotragus Billy. Hello, goods. I have to kill 4 of these? Oh, that's no fun. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you. I learned a new ability. It's called Arm of the Destroyer. It's pretty cool, I guess. I just do it like this. Causes destruction of around. See? Destruction.
And you can combo it.
You can. It's part of the Oppo Oppo stance. But it has a silence effect to it when you're using it in Oppo Oppo stance, but otherwise it's not that good. It doesn't do a lot of damage. Alright, so I went out of my way there, but we are heading up to the Golden Bazaar. Silly was killing nannies this morning as well. Were you killing the billies?
I was committing mass genocide. If this were Final Fantasy 13-2, they would no longer exist.
You mean
Why were
13.3?
you doing
13-3. Because I needed Algo leather.
Why?
I didn't want... Because I was bored waiting for my queue to pop, and I was doing my leather working turn-in.
Oh, leather working.
And I could have...
Oh,
I
there's
could
a fate here.
have gotten my retainer to do it, but
Simple
they were all
minds.
away.
A gang of mischievous imps fancying themselves footpads and taking to assaulting travelers passing through the eastern Thanalan. Chase off the void scent and see the road safe once more. The brass blades have got this. I'm not gonna do any I have to level sync for. Alright. Heading up into the village here, the Golden Bazaar. If you remember, within the first few videos I made of this, we did a lot of work at the Silver Bazaar. Now we are at the Gold Bazaar. It's located in Eastern Thanalan. We will have to come back here a few times throughout the story, but it's not a hugely important place for the most part. Uncombed Urchin. This is you, Dakla. You ready?
When Skype stops being blurry. Please help. Sister Orison went out all on her own and hasn't come back. She always reads to me right here about Thal and the Order and the other side. I told her I lost my shiny thing and she went looking for it. But what if the monsters outside hurt her? Please find her.
Alright. Payment, we're gonna go find Sister Arson. Oh, big purple circle. You know something's going down. Before we do that, we're gonna go look at this view. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. Misty area. Look at those glowing rocks. Alright. Sense a hostile presence. Victory for me. Alright. Ready, Piamet? Here you go. We're aiding her.
You are the one from the church. Thank goodness you arrived when you did. It seems my gratitude is yours yet again. You spoke with the child? Yes, well, I was able to find his lost trinket. It is a ring given him by his mother before she passed. I will see it safely back to him.
Alright, we gotta go back to Eisenbar, but I'm just gonna teleport there because I'm lazy as shit. Alright. There you go, silly.
No, on your screen you were still at the Etherite. Sister Orison was attacked outside the Golden Bazaar. Gods forfend. I will secure a room at the inn for her should she require any rest. Searching for the mementos of orphans, and risking her own well-being in the doing no less? Certainly not the dastardly deeds Thancred would have us believe.
Alright. Amalja wrong places. Alright, this one gives me a hat, an eye patch. What are you laughing at? Amalja wrong places. Yes, Isambard seems to have a message for you from Thancred.
I am well glad I reserved that inn room for Sister Orson. It seems she received greater injuries from her attackers than she initially let on. Thankfully, she is expected to make a full recovery. But now, on to the matter at hand. Thancred came looking for you once more. He left word that he will be waiting at the Amalja encampment to the southeast. I pray the two of you are able to uncover some evidence regarding these disappearances.
Me too, Isambard. Me too. Alright, everyone, let's head out to the Amalja encampment to the southeast. Oh yeah, also, if you can see in the distance, look at those crystals. They kind of glow at night. It's getting to be daytime, so they're glowing less, but next time it's nighttime and I'm in the area, I'll show them off a bit more. It's kind of a neat effect that they threw into the game, how these crystals look. I really like the visuals in this place. I know we spend a lot of time right now in the desert, but that'll change as the game goes on. Really, I think this is more of a savanna than a desert, though. At least this part. Ah, there you are, Miro. So good of you to come. Indeed, I've heard all about the good Sister Arson. Isambard said her wounds were serious. It would seem my suspicion about the poor Rose were misplaced. But false though they were, perhaps my suspicions were not entirely without merit. Whilst following Sister Arson near the Golden Bazaar, a band of Amalja caught my eye. I tracked them as far as this encampment, but, well, let us say I would much prefer to keep my distance and remain here. This, of course, brings me to why I requested you, dear Miro. Would you be so kind as to go take a look inside? You fucking coward. Oh, really? You want to fight? Alright, let's do this. It's come to this, I see. I'm 10 levels higher than you and you're attempting to fight me. Alright. This guy's probably gonna fight me too, so I'll just fight him now. Hey, Mr. Amalja Hunter, I guess nobody ever taught you that you're not supposed to use a bow in close range. Oh, there's a queer leaflet right there, and this guy's gonna want to fight me. This guy's casting in fire. Oh, I keep wanting to use Dragon Kick. This is an FF11. Queer leaflet. Alright. Show the clear leaflet to Thancred. Hey P-Man, Miro's really Miro PI right now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm a private investigator right now looking for these missing people.
Good job.
And I'm Miro. Well, did anything tickle your fancy? Queer leaflet. A strange slip of parchment found at the Amalja encampment in eastern Thanalan. This leaflet. See the wealth of nod to the hands of your children. It looks to be some sort of assembly to provide the poor with work. The lettering, though, atrocious, is it not? And these bits of Naldthal seem somewhat less than studied. I find it hard to believe one among the Order penned this. Pray take this note to the inn at Camp Drybone. Let us see what Sister Allison makes of it. Welcome back, Dacla. We are going to run back here. Oh, it's getting to be morning. Look at that. Look at that magnificent view, though. Like, they did a really good job designing this area. Most areas in this game, I think. In the buildings. Oh, look at that music. The music starts. The sun comes up over the hills. Look at that. The dodo is there with Miro, looking on. Alright, sorry, had to get some screenshots. I don't have Silly to be my screenshot taker. Which, Silly, have you been doing that these last few weeks?
You doubt me?
No, I just haven't asked about it, so...
Yeah.
Alright, cool. When you get a chance, try to upload the new ones. Well, actually, wait till we're done Chains of Promathia.
No, I'm gonna do them right now.
Here's ours, NPM. I'm gonna talk to Thancred first, though. Now, let us see what Sister Allison makes of this leaflet. Alright.
My savior comes again. To what do I owe the honor this day?
Alright.
What is this? Blasphemous. These are not our teachings at all. This was not made by any true brother or sister of the order. Of that, I can assure you. Come to think of it, weeks ago, the church was plagued by missing garments. Could someone be posing as a priest of the order to deceive the people?
Alright, Thancred, what do you have to say about this? The plot thickens, Miro. Our culprit pretends to be a priest to lend credence to his deceptions. There is no doubt an irony in there somewhere. But I suspect we have a worthy adversary on our hands. I shall consider how to best handle the situation. For now, tell Isambard what we have learned here. Back to Isambard. Are you ready, silly?
Who's Isambard?
Isambard.
Posing as a priest. To think. These troubling notions aside, it is gratifying to finally be able to move this investigation forward. Thank you once again, Miro. I shall keep my ears and eyes open, now more than ever.
Alright, I don't need any of this crap, so... Alright, dress to deceive. We're getting closer. Again, not as good as what I'm wearing. Isambard wants to help you identify and apprehend the false priest. That's you, silly.
He's not saying anything for me yet.
Oh, okay.
So it seems to be potentially frozen. Ah, there we go. I'm afraid I have not seen any unusual activity, nor have any at the camp given me cause to doubt them. But unless we can identify the culprit, and soon, more innocents will fall victim.
Do not despair just yet, my friend. An idea occurs to me. Our suspect has been posing as a priest, using leaflets bearing false promises to lure the poor. Let Miro and me serve with like by posing as impoverished souls in need of succor.
Ah, I dare to hope that this will yield us the answers we seek. It will be a dangerous undertaking, but you two are more than capable of looking after yourselves. I'm next to useless in a battle, but I can supply the garments for the disguise. These old tunics and slops should serve your needs, so long as you don't mind the smell and the stains.
Disturbing. These will serve very well. You have my thanks. Listen, Miro, so as to lay the foundation of our little ploy, we must make it widely known that more vagrants have arrived at camp and are desperate for coin. To this end, I want you to don the old garments Eisenbart has lent us, and beg for work around the camp. Before long, the false priest should catch wind and approach us. Alright, we get to equip our new outfit. Where is this? Weathered shepherd's tunic. Okay. And weathered shepherd's slops. I think those are the only two I got. Yeah, okay. Alright. Look at me. The gloves and boots totally don't match this outfit at all, but whatever. Alright. Let's go beg for work. I should hide my weapons too. There. If Ermengarde is a girl, so Piamet, you ready?
Yep. Greetings, good madam. Is there aught I might assist you with? Oh, I don't believe there is. I'm afraid our wares are very expensive. Mayhap you should rejoin your fellows out at pond north of Sandgate.
Alright. That was rude. It's raining. Check it out, rain. Look at that weather. That blew in suddenly, but alright. Look at that. Swainhilt. I preach the teachings of Azema. The warden, hast thou come to take part in the honey of her wisdom? Azema is keeper of the sun and goddess of inquiry. All is laid bare beneath the light of her divine countenance. Open thy heart to this light needy child, and thou shalt want for naught till the end of days. Alright. Into the inn we go. Alright, Dikla, you can be Adelstan. Are you ready?
Yep. And I was about to get to the good part. Looking for work, you say? Sorry, but we don't have any openings. Now, get out of here so I can finish my story.
So rude. So rude. Flame Captain. Silly, you can be the Flame Captain.
And you are... Huh. Another refugee by the looks of you. The immortal flames have neither work nor coin for your like. Be gone and see it to you that don't make a nuisance of yourself.
Alright. People here are so kind. There's a delivery mobile. I love the weather in this game though. Another girl.
What is it? Gods, not again. Look, being poor doesn't give you the right to pester whomsoever you like. Why don't you keep with your own kind out by that muddy pond of yours at Drybone?
Alright, so that has taught us quite a bit. Let's go talk to Thancred now. Oh look, he's not even in his outfit. What the hell? You have quite the knack for being a nuisance, Miro. The camp is abuzz with talk of newly arrived vagrants. And though we were unable to attract our wayward transgressor, we were able to learn that the poor have a commune by the pond north of Sandgate. To the east of here, the eyes of the authorities do not reach the place, rather ideal for spiriting away hapless souls. Let us go there and wait for a kindly priest to come and offer us aid and comfort. Needless to say, you'll need to remain in disguise. You just like seeing me in this outfit. You can hear the rain too, like listen to the change in sound there. It's so good. Alright. So we're heading over to Drybone. Look at the weather. You can't even see in the distance, like those rocky formations. Like, you'd normally be able to see them right now, but you can't. It's really awesome. Showers. I'm pretty sure these are more than showers. Oh, there's Thancred up there. Oh look, he's in a new outfit. He's still wearing his old boots though. Can't give those up. A fine morning for catching false priests, wouldn't you say? I suppose. You look absolutely smashing, Miro. Positively dressed for deception. All that's left then is to wait for our quarry to appear. Oh, you poor unfortunate souls. This is no way for men to live. No way at all. Who are you? What do you want? Be at ease, child, for I mean you no harm. I am a priest of the Order of Naldthal, and I come to offer you succor. This leaflet bears the teaching of Nald. Trust to them, and they will surely set you free from the shackles of penury. A tempting offer, but I'm afraid I must decline. On account of the atrocious performance, you would have made out a god's awful mummer, Ungust. What? How did you know? You bastards tricked me! Please don't hurt me, I was only doing it to protect my people. Is that so? Do continue. Very well. I'm a man of the Golden Bazaar, raised there, if not born. Some moons ago, the Amalja raids began. They would appear sudden as a sandstorm and plunder and pillage at will. Our defenders couldn't stand against them, as few as they were. Everyone lived in fear. I wanted to save my people, but being a merchant was all I knew, so I did the only thing a merchant could. I approached the Amalja in hopes of brokering a deal. In return for sparing the Golden Bazaar, they made demands. Outrageous ones. Demands? Of what kind, pray tell? First of all, they wanted the schedule for the crystal shipments from the Nanawana mines. For this, I bribed one of the workers to leak me the information. Next, they wanted me to bring them people, so I posed as a priest to lure the vulnerable and give them over to the Amalja. I didn't have a choice. Protecting one's home is a noble thing, but at the cost of innocence? You could have sought the aid of the immortal flames, yet you did not. I suspect you are not telling me the full story. What made you sell out your own people? Speak! Was good. What did you say? The coin was good, I said. I could sell a mole meat for a score of lifetimes and not see even a fraction of what the Amalja pay me. You sacrifice innocence so you could line your own pockets? Words fail to express the contempt I feel for you. Spare me your contempt. If you want to blame someone for the mess of the world, then blame yourselves or the gods. Ah! Not you again. Were you the one leaking Immortal Flame's patrol routes to the enemy as well? Spit it out. No! I know nothing about that, I swear it! At this stage, I'm rather disinclined to believe the aught that leaves your mouth, but no matter, there'll be time enough to learn the truth. Miro, do be a dear, and take word of these developments to Minfilia, will you? Would you? I shall prize everything I can out of this filth. The abductees are still somewhere out there. Our foremost priority is to rescue them. Alright. We gotta go to see... Oh, that's the dodo. Alright. I thought that was an NPC. I guess the dodo does count as an NPC. I was like, what the hell is that? Oh man, I'm leaving the rainy area. Watch Western Thanalan be like completely like sunny. Yep. That doesn't make any sense, but alright. Let's grab a chocobo porter. We haven't ridden a chocobo yet today. Let's do it. The dodo should ride on the chocobo with you. That'd be cute. Gotta be able to see the chocobo. It's a lot different to look at it from the back of a chocobo, huh? You get the famous chocobo music. Interrupted by fate music. Alright, here we are, back at Vesper Bay. Byakugan Sharingan. No, that's not available to level 32. 44. $47. I could have sworn it was Nedrick, but let's talk to Tataru. Piamet, are you ready?
Yeah, I was gonna do what you asked in the chat, but okay. Miro, how goes it? All's well here, at least on the bookkeeping front anyway.
Excellent. Now you may do that. Oh, excellent. Thanks, Silly. It is Nedrick? Alright, so it just hasn't made itself available yet. That's fine. And she's the solder. Alright, so as you see, all the NPCs that were there before are not there anymore. Ready, Piamet? No, this might be voice, so be ready for that.
Okay. Just let me know.
You're good.
Welcome back, Miro. I am pleased that you and Thancred have been getting along. I see. You have done well to uncover the truth. My thanks for the report. As Thancred said, we must ascertain where the abducted were taken, and none but the Amalja knew the answer. Suffice it to say, they will not willingly part with this information. I fear blood will be spilled before all is said and done.
Yeah, Dagler, I knew it needed one of these quests I was working on now to be finished, so I wasn't exactly sure which one. Alright, life, materia, and everything. Minfilia would like you to meet a distinguished individual.
Though we seek a peaceful solution to the primal problem, we must needs be ready to fight for our cause. That you might take to the field suitably prepared, I would have you meet with a goblin acquaintance of mine. His name is Mudimix Bubbly Pops, and he is a scholar of no small repute. Mudimix is renowned for having introduced a revolutionary method of enhancing equipment to Eorzea. The knowledge of this method was once a closely guarded secret, but thanks to Mudimix and his students, it has now been disseminated to the great benefit of all the realm. It would serve you well to acquire an understanding of the process. For this purpose, I shall lend you a blade. Take it to Mudimix and bid him use it to demonstrate his craft to you. Mudimix is ever to be found at his camp in central Thanalan, a place known as the Bonfire. Look for a pillar of smoke, and the way will become clear.
Alright. So, I am done dressed to deceive. I'm going to go pick up that other quest. I don't know if we're going to be doing this today. as I really want to get to a certain point in the story. But I will have it ready for next week if in case we don't get to it today. Now Nedrick has a quest. Nedrick of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn has some useful information he wishes to share. Hail there, adventurer! I'm Nedrick Ironhead, an explorer by trade and a Scion by allegiance. And you, my friend, look to me an adventurer in need of a challenge. I happen to know just the place that will offer it to you. Tucked away in a corner of Eastern Thanalan lies Halatali, and it is there that you will find all the excitement you crave. The place boasts a storied history. It was built some 100 years past as a training ground for gladiators. The calamity laid ruin to it, though, as it did to most things. Now Halatali is the shadow of its former self. But in the dark of that shadow lurk wild beasts, both bloodthirsty and beyond count. For one such as yourself, I dare say there is no finer place than Halatali to test your skill and refine your technique. Indeed, I had taken the liberty of passing your name along to the Flames who oversee the place. Should you visit, speak with Fafajoni near the entryway. Alright. We'll worry about that after, as we have to go to Central Thanalan. Back to Blackbrush Station. We've been there a bunch of times, and you will get to enjoy seeing it again. Or at least see it again. You don't have to enjoy it. Though I do prefer that you do. See, here we are at Blackbrush Station. There's Saito Takato. I don't know who that is, but hello. They're in Kefka. Alright, so it said look for billowing smoke. Well, because of the mist, I can't see shit. Or fog. So we're gonna run over here. The bonfire on the map is up there, so. Damn weather impeding my vision. Yeah, there's an Amalza there. He's level 6. That's interesting. Oops, I didn't need to go this far over. There we go. See, I don't see any billowing smoke. I'm still wearing the hobo outfit. I guess I can put on my actual outfit again. There we go. Much better. Mio feels better. Here's Megami Metal. Let's cheer Megami Metal on. Alright, Swinbros, Adkin, Huberton, and Mutamix Bubbly Pots. I guess I can voice Mutalix. Who is a plunder? Come to tentering of Mutamix Bubbly Pots. Infilia's dagger. This plain dagger has absolutely no defining characteristics except that the hilt does smell quite nice. What? Silly, you can be Swinbros.
Fighty Tool drinks an airy self.
Piamet is Phobos.
It appears to be frozen currently. When full of air itself, Fighty Fool changes to Stony Shine, name of Materia.
Dakla can be Kokosamu.
If materia join with other fighty tool,
Then bigger is Fighty Tool gain power of Airy Self. Mutamix is reckoning that Uplander is friend of Minfilia. Yes! Tongue flaps reach ears of Mutamix with fastness. Minfilia wants Uplander to see power of materia? Uplander brings Fighty Tool to Mutamix, yes? Fighty Tool is unstrong as Eating Tool. Make good Teachy show of power of materia. silly.
The Materia Master.
Now! Eyes of Uplander point at Fighty Tool, yes? Materia, join with Fighty Tool. Fighty Tool gains the power of Materia. Fighty Tool reborn. Here, Uplander, take Fighty Tool to Minfilia. That's silly.
Materia, strictly speaking, is a kind of crystal. I cannot read any of the rest of those words. It is created by reducing equipment into its ether constituents and then crystallizing them.
That's Piamet.
Not just any old equipment will serve, mind you. It must have sufficient spirit bond. That being a measure of how fully an item has been imbued with the owner's spirit.
And Degla.
When ye attach a piece of materia to gear, ye imbue the host item with its power. That's how Master Munimix turned that dagger of yours from summit as would have struggled to cut steak into a weapon worth wielding.
Uplander wishes to be joiner of Materia? Then Uplander best fill Braincase with knowings of crafty making. With knowings of crafty making, Uplander can become joiner of Materia. If Uplander wants Braincase to rattle with knowings of Materia, Uplander best trade tongue flaps with learny ones of Munimix. That part just feels completely arbitrary. I mean, yeah, they want you to learn about Materia, but, like, let's just throw it in this point. Let's go back to Horizon. Is it a good laugh or a, that's terrible?
No, I'm laughing, man. I like it.
That's good. I'm glad. As Juba would call, that's my goblin in a cup. I was considering doing the whole voice like that, but then I was like, nah, Munimix isn't like that.
Yeah, Mumix takes off his helmet to talk to you.
Exactly.
You just don't see it.
He keeps it on to go, or he puts it back on to breathe, though, because he can't breathe with it off. My cat is just rolling around the ground right now. Oh, she took off. When she noticed I was looking at her, she was gone. Unfortunately, viewers, if you're not familiar with FF14, like I know some of you are not, we're going to be running back to Waking Sands a lot. It becomes quicker once I do get a mount, but for now, we don't have one, and it's going to be a trek there every time. I just realized there's a statue of a Lalafell here. Never bothered to look at that. He has a mustache. I could do that, Degla, but... Alright, in we go. Got time to talk to Minfilia. Hang on, did I reset my stream yet? I did not. Alright, so before we do this, I'm going to reset the